Shanghai is one of the busiest cities in the world, but tucked between the skyscrapers are these little pockets of calm, creativity, and total weirdness.
This is not at all what I expected it to be like.
Over the next 2 days, we're exploring a different side of the city, from storybook streets and secret bars to funky art alleys and quirky cafes. This is Shanghai like you've never seen it before. We're at Anfu Road. It's supposed to be a trendy street full of cafes, restaurants, boutique shops, and that sounds right up my alley, so we're gonna check it out.
Of course, 1 minute outside of the DD, Ashley decides to get a drink at one of the most popular places where it's going to take over 30 minutes to make her drink. So we're going to just wander around close by and see what we can find.
You're so cute.
It's easy to get swept up in the countless concept cafes, but somehow it still feels like a little storybook right in the middle of the city. And honestly, it is impossible not to have a good time.
It's so cute. It's so little. For $5. But I guess you get a souvenir, so it's worth it. Oh, it's amazing. It's tart. It's really good. I got the apple with coconut water, and it is delicious. And cute.
So we are on Wukang Road now. Not to be confused with Wukang, maybe? Anyways, this is one of the main drags here in the French Concession. It's got lots of European influenced buildings which give it a completely unique charm, and it is very Instagrammable. If you know anything about us, you know that we are terrible at Instagram.
We found Romeo's balcony.
Wukang Road is one of those places that doesn't feel like the rest of Shanghai. Tucked in the old French Concession, it's all tree-lined streets, European-style buildings, and hidden cafes. It is over 100 years old and feels frozen in time.
Building, which is a great example of Art Deco style, which is why everyone's here getting their picture.
We saw this adorable little restaurant, so you know we had to pop in and have some xiaolongbao. That's just what you do in Shanghai.
I've been all day.
Happier than when you got your little bear drink?
Yeah, I think so. These are like the perfect comfort food. Oh, is there shrimp in them? Oh, it's my lipstick.
What?
I saw red, so I thought it was shrimp.
Alternate timeline Mike here. I'm just popping back through our travels to find some times that really made an impact on us. Looking back on it, one thing we learned while traveling in China is that it is so much smoother going with suitcases than with backpacks. We recently leveled up our setup to Level 8's Textured Luminous series. Ashley got the 20-inch carry-on, which is perfect size for her, so I got the 24-inch checked so I could carry all her extra stuff. They both have this texture design that hides scratches, which is pretty clutch when your suitcase gets tossed around for a living. They've also got TSA-approved locks to keep your things safe, adjustable telescoping handles that fit you, and these silent 360 spinning wheels so we can glide effortlessly. Or let's be real, sprint to not miss our train. They even have 4-piece and 6-piece sets of packing cubes available so you can really level up your organizational skill line. Ashley has been begging to upgrade to suitcases since the beginning of our travels, and I'm not gonna lie, I was always team backpack. Honestly though, after traveling around with these suitcases for the last 2 months, I might just be a convert. It's so much easier wheeling them around in train stations, airports, and busy metros than it is carrying 40 pounds around on your back and bonking into everybody. Traveling metros with backpacks is the worst. On top of that, being able to put my gear bag on top of the suitcase and roll that too, it's just a game changer. Right now, if you head to Level 8's Amazon store, you can save 5% off your total purchase by using our code. So what are you waiting for? Scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in our description to level up your luggage today. Big thanks to Level 8 for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to Shanghai before I mess up the timelines any more than I already have. I never thought I would be in a place like Shanghai, China, looking for old vintage European vibes, but this place is really cool. Not the concessioning and the colonialism, just the vibes. We have just arrived at Tianzifang. It started out as a regular neighborhood, full of old stone gatehouses. But over the years, artists moved in and gave it a second life. Now it is stacked with endless boutique shops, handmade souvenirs, and delicious food stalls.
That's really neat. Look, it's me. I'm a hare. And where are you? You're an ox. I don't see you up there. Oh. Yeah. You happy with your souvenir?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for wealth and good fortune and luck.
Get some crispy rice cake. We haven't tried that yet.
That sounds great.
Want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. That's pretty basic, but
Pretty delicious. I am so surprised that we have this place all to ourselves. This is not at all what I expected it to be like. It feels like a cooler version of all of the other ancient streets we've come across in Chinese cities. And because it's these little alleys, it just, I don't know, it's just got such a cool vibe. And it's impeccably clean and all the shops are just adorable.
I got a brick of milk pie because we've seen these all over China and they're so delicious. It was only 40 yuan, which I think is pretty, I think it's a good price. You'll have to let me know in the comments, but
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. So that like heavily guarded area that we just walked through is apparently the Communist Party of China First National People's Congress Convention Center Memorial Hall, Southgate. That's
Okay.
where we just were. This whole area is way too rich for our blood, so we're gonna go to another location. We just gotta wait for a grab, and it's very cold. Aditi!
Neon bar light, indoor camping lantern, and a barista bringing out warm mulled wine. This is exactly our speed.
It says definition of happiness, sleep in your own bed. Haven't done that in 2.5 years. Meals prepared by your parents. Whispers from your lover. I do have that. Play with your kids. Nope. And drink and dine at the Cottage Cafe and Bistro. I'll drink to that. Also, look at this thing. That is the most beautiful glue wine I've ever seen.
This is Old Jessie, a traditional Shanghainese restaurant serving up 2 of Shanghai's most popular dishes, braised pork belly and dates with glutinous rice. It is so tight and so just intimate and cozy. And I'm so glad we came here as opposed to going to one of the other branches that are just modern and new and like fancier. This is the one in the French Concession area by the Wukang Mansion. So if you are feeling some Old Jessie restaurant, which is called Lao Jieshi, come to this one. I think you'd be making the right choice for sure. DJ Ashley.
Can't take us anywhere nice. Am I going first? So it looks like it's got this really thick layer of fat on it. And I'm kind of iffy with the fat, so it's like, I don't know, it'll be interesting to see if I like this. It smells amazing though. Oh wow. Really good. That is not at all like I was expecting it to be. I thought that it was going to be kind of texturally weird, but it just tastes like a really nice cut of pork. Like it doesn't feel fatty or like chewy or anything. It's delicious.
That's good.
Yeah, it's super good. I'm very happy.
That sauce is amazing. I wonder what's in the sauce. 10 out of 10. It's so good. I love dates. I love glutinous rice. I could eat like 20.
It's not my favorite dessert ever, but it's pretty good. It's subtly sweet. It tastes like a raisin. Like the first taste that I get is raisin, and then it kind of evolves a little bit. It's subtly sweet, kind of crunchy, gooey, warm, all the things. Yeah. There's nothing better in the morning than getting out and getting some fresh air. The parks in China have been some of our favorite in our travels. It just feels so good to see everybody out and spending some time with each other.
This is Wukang Road. Over here, it feels like a slower, more local side of Shanghai. Built back in the early 1900s, the mix of European and Chinese architecture gives it this old-school charm.
There's tons of unique shops along this street. Clothes, accessories, art, you name it. Part of the fun is just browsing around and marveling in the creativity of it all. Like farting. The handle's cute.
Oh, yeah. 35 bucks? Maybe we should start selling farts. This place is definitely a vibe, though.
It's got ears and everything. I could live in this. This is such an eclectic little area. Between the funky art, vintage shops, and Ferraris, it's easy to forget you're in Shanghai. Somehow, we couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. We couldn't not come to this little dessert shop. There were so many people in here, and look at this little guy. He was very expensive though. It cost $7. I let Mike pick. He opted for the black sesame, honeycomb, and I have no idea what this is.
Something rice jellies and something wrong.
It smells like chocolate. Sorry, little dude. Black sesame's really good. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. It's delicious.
It's super good. It tastes like Reese's peanut butter cup ice cream. I've never had honeycomb before, I don't think. It's like you're eating a crayon.
What?
I guess that makes sense. It's beeswax.
After having ice cream while it's below freezing out, it only made sense to warm ourselves up with some hot chocolate.
hot chocolate I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't had very many, but this is amazing.
It's Hershey syrup. I watched them spray it in there.
It's so good. I have low standards apparently. It's so good. Okay, maybe not the best I've ever had. No, it's really good. I stand by it.
There's no end to the quirkiness around here. Branching off the tree-lined streets are all these curated little alleyways. They've got great spots to take photos, and at the right time of day, the way the sunlight hits the buildings, it seriously feels like you've stepped into a fairy tale. On our way to the next place, we were getting a little cold, so we popped into this awesome little craft beer bar. First things first, I've got to stare at the beer cooler obsessively, like I know what I'm looking for. Now, we fancy pour our beers. Now for the important part, taste the beers, to talk about them profoundly.
It's light.
And then casually swap glasses to compare those delicate tasting notes.
I like it better than yours too.
Honestly, I couldn't think of a better place to relax. It felt like we were hanging out in a friend's basement. And they have a dog.
What's your mic?
Alright, we're warmed up, and more importantly, hungry. So, we're heading to a food street.
We're here at Shanghai-Wukang Road, and we thought that we were going to be going to this little kind of like hole-in-the-wall pedestrian street, but as you can see, I think it's pretty well known. We've been seeing this all around town. I feel like it's a sign. Oh, it looks so good. Look at that. Tiramisu. Ooh, soy milk cheesecake. An Earl Grey mochi egg tart. What do you want?
Earl Grey mochi egg tart sounds really good.
Yeah? Okay, let's do it.
I'm excited.
Bye-bye. Oh, it's so cute. Before China, we had had like maybe one egg tart in our life, and now they're like one of our favorite things. Look at that thing. The thing is dense too. Okay. It doesn't honestly look that appetizing, but it tastes so, so good.
Yeah. That's so wild. So it's like mochi on top, and then Earl Grey flavored egg tart. That's the opposite of what I thought it was going to be. There are just so many bakeries in Shanghai, and that's delicious. It's just not what I was expecting.
Is this hot dog bread?
You know, this is sausage cheese bread. So I don't know how I could say no to something like this. It's exactly what it sounds like. The bread's a little sweet, sausage is salty. This is amazing.
Maybe this wasn't exactly what we were expecting when we came here, but still, we had a great time. There are more bakeries here than you can shake a stick at, and a ton of great shopping too. Around the corner, the cold air made the streets feel empty. Ashley was taking me to a secret bar, and it turns out it's no secret. It's one of the top bars in Asia, way too fancy for us. Luckily, there's a bar for everyone. Bars with cute signs, bars with tiny seats, bars for dogs, one called Tap That, and another one called Bird. This bar is exactly what we were looking for. Any place with dog parking is our kind of place. This is the kind of bar where the patrons are all the bartenders' friends. It's super down to earth, and it just felt right. I honestly can't even remember what we ordered. Probably a whiskey something and a gin also something, but they were both delicious.
A little bit bummed out that we didn't find a traditional street food market or food street here. We thought we had one nailed down, but it just didn't seem to be exactly what we were thinking of. So as a backup plan, we have this really awesome 24-hour dim sum restaurant that's serving up Shanghai favorites, and honestly this feels a whole lot more like our vibe. Oh, xie. We ordered some sesame noodles, some spicy braised pork noodles, and one of Shanghai's most famous dishes, which is these pan-fried steamed pork buns, which just look incredible.
These are pan-fried, and they're a little bit thicker than the xiaolongbao skin, so I'm interested to see what these are like. I do know that they probably have soup inside of them, so they will be very hot. Is there soup in there?
I don't know. It's so savory and so comforting. It's perfect on a day that has icicles coming off the roof.
She's like, don't let this settle, like stir, eat now. So we're gonna do that. I'm glad she was looking out for us.
Yeah, people in China always be looking out.
Food is such a, I don't know, it's just such an integral part of the culture, and so they want you to enjoy it and they want you to experience it the proper way, and I love that. If something's new to you, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know if you're eating it right, and they're like, no, and they'll show you. Oh wow, those are good. They're like the noodles we make with our hot pot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna love them then. They smell so good. Those noodles are cooked perfectly. It's really good. Perfect late night food.
Now it's time to head home, because tomorrow we're hopping on a train to our last stop in China, Nanjing. We're spending our final days exploring the city, catching the Lantern Festival, eating way too much good food, and paying our respects to what might be our favorite city in China so far. Subscribe to follow along, and we'll see you next time.